got a bit of a treat for you today. This is a very sought after little book. This is EKTO1's book. I was very lucky actually because I missed out on the sale of this one, and there's only, let me see, 300 of these, all numbered and signed by EKTO in here, and I missed out on it, and I was quite annoyed, a bit disappointed. And Era One contacted me and said, I've got one that I can give you, and he gave me it, which was very, very good. And big ups out. Thanks very much, mate. Much appreciated. And I'm going to flip through it. It's a great book. This, you can see, it's a nice fat one. You get a lot for your buck, bang for your buck, as they say. Now, EKTO is going to be releasing this. This is the limited hardback. I believe he's going to be releasing it in softback for all you people who missed out on this. And I know people are going to see this and going to say, oh, that's one I want for sure. That is one I want. You'll see why. Let's get into it. Got a lovely lovely tag in the front there, all personalised, 57 of 300. So I'm trying to line this. There we go. That's the best spot, isn't it? There we go. Lovely little guest forward. Yeah, bits of writing there. All that lovely contents page. Oh, I see. He's run down the years here as well. So it looks like it runs from 2005 through to 24. Nice. Wicked. So I'm reading on the hop, because this is because I have not had a proper flip through this yet either. Some gorgeous photos in here. Oh, great! So a bit of history here as well. Look. So for those of you who don't know him, EKTO is from Essex, and for those of you who aren't in the UK, that is to the east of London, county to the east of London. Historically, many East Ender families would move out to Essex. The migration of Londoners Londoners go in the directions from which we live. So people in the south head out to places like Sussex, Brighton on the coast. In the southeast, we go out to Kent. In the east of London, they head out to Essex. So anyway, Essex and East London always had an amazing relationship, and the graph that has come out there has always been incredible. Lots of pictures by there. I'm not even commenting on the pictures yet. I'm just letting you have a look. Yeah, a very, very rich history of painting in UK graph out there. And interestingly, I know I've commented on this before, but a lot of wild style has come out of Essex to this day. You know, two members of my crew, Heavy Rain, Nike and Izza, both big wild style proponents. EKTO, another one, obviously. Stir, Yesby, you know, some really fantastic. Brave One, obviously, you know, just amazing proponents of the art form come out of Essex. There's too many I'm just letting you have a look at these as we go through, because there's too many to really comment on. There's so many. You're going to see how prolific this guy is. It's like wall after wall, and the thing is, you look at some of these walls and you go, these are like massive walls that he paints on his own. And you know, you're struck by the volume of them. It's just like wall after wall after wall. You know, if you'd have dedicated a page to each one of these pieces, this book would have been too heavy to handle, you know. So we're talking like big major production walls, and this is a guy who's got through a lot of paint. A lot of paint. you can really, what's great about this book as well is you can really see the evolution of his style as it goes through, as he begins to develop all the different sort of the different kind of gnarly bits of styling that he's become famous for. I mean, the colours as well, great, amazing colour combinations. So cool. Nice bit of site specific there. That looks like an old World War II bunker. We still have them dotted around the UK. So he's got this long kind of, a lot of EKTO's pieces are on big long walls, and oh, here we go. There's some productions. Big major production pieces, you know, big long walls. All the writers using the same schemes. Very cool. Yeah, big long. Oh, more. There's more. Look at these. God damn, I love that one. Absolutely love that. Two minutes, think fetish, EKTO cloud. Oh yeah, there's some ink fetish. It's the great panel one. Wicked, wicked, so cool. Yeah, sorry, I keep getting caught up looking at the art. Yeah, so you can see you're becoming aware of the fact that these are big long walls that he's doing most of the time. Great big paint jobs. You're talking like major paints every time, and obviously, you know, suiting a long wall, going big. That's one of the things I always think about when I think about EKTO. First time I ever saw him paint in the flesh, painting this enormous wall with Brave One. That was, what would that be? Probably Meeting the Styles 2016, I guess. First time I ever saw him paint in the flesh. Love this scheme. Absolutely love it. Yeah, and oh, there you go. There's one by EKTO and Brave. Yeah, nice bust piece there. Yeah, and you just get a sense of this huge scale, this enormous scale that he painted on. Not enormous, but you know what I mean. Big long walls. It's a lot of coverage. You know, if you're painting like a sort of a 30-foot wall or whatever. So I'm with Nasha there. Nice alien character by Nasha. Oh, and this is interesting. So this looks like he's starting to move into this sort of this less, should we say, less conventional sort of like feathery, negative, spacey kind of look, because he starts to move into some very interesting directions. EKTO starts to push it in some very, very interesting directions, particularly around the use of negative space, and you'll see what I mean as we go on. I mean, just great. This, you know, if you really love wild style, I mean, obviously, you know, you can do straight letters as well. There's some straight letters that he's done here. I mean, what's not to love about that? Absolutely love that. Absolutely love it. You know, if you're crazy about wild style, you know, as you go through picking the bits out of that, picking the letters out of it, working out how he's put it all together. Gorgeous. I have a video which I'll post up at the end there. I'll link it at the end, and it's a breakdown of wild style, basically a deconstruction of wild style, and I use an EKTO piece. A lot of you have probably already seen it, but I'll link it anyway. Oh, this is my particular love, obviously. I have a massive love for this kind of thing. Sketches that might have been taken to the wall or might not have, you know, a bit crinkly, bit, you know, been scrunched up in somebody's pocket, and that's fantastic. Great. Yeah. He has this amazing style that you've seen repeating itself in here, which looks like it looks like a big collection of blades that have been dropped in a pile on the floor. Just absolutely love it. Again, diversity, you know, massive roller piece on some massive silo there. He's not afraid to switch it up, change it up. Again, you know, lovely sort of breaking out the wall piece. Classic graffiti styling, big straight letters and a sort of glitch effect. That looks very like, so that's in Leicester, so that's not the one I saw him paint. He painted a very similar piece, Meeting the Stars in 2016 with Brave, and it was just a fantastic piece. Just, you know, again, look at the colours. And the colours he's using, different schemes, different effects. By this point, a very accomplished painter who is having a blast on the wall. Has to be said as well, the older we get, it takes a lot of juice to paint big long walls. Honestly, I can't tell you, you know, I can paint a character in about 5 hours. I'm pretty worn out after that because I'm middle-aged now. You know, this is the way it goes. You know, when you're young, you can go for days. It's just something you take for granted. Love. Yeah, crazy about it. And this, actually, these colour combinations, and the way he's just slightly fleshed them out. He's given them slightly more levels of dimension with his highlights and his lowlights. Very clever there. This one much flatter, so he'll go back to this sort of flat style as well. The classic sort of scrap can killer. Carmen. Great. By the way, I love what he's done with the design as well. I love this sort of graphic design with the sort of negative strips and stuff. Love that. Love that as an idea. Oh, this was a Meeting the Styles wall, obviously, as you can see. I can't remember what year it was. I wonder if he's got... Oh, 2015 now. 2015. This was in a place called the Nomadic Gardens, which was a fantastic site and has since been sort of... I think it was owned by property developers even then, but there was still lots of painting going on there, and now I'm afraid it's I think the days of being able to paint there have gone. It was just off Brick Lane over in Shoreditch in East London, and it was a great spot, really great. There's still a lot of painting around it. There's a Hall of Fame just around the corner from it, but that wall was one of them gigantic walls, and there was so much great work done on it. Just great. Nice little Leek Street piece there. Many of you will have been down the Leek Street. You've seen me do my little Leek Street tour recently. Might do another one of them. I have to wait for a while for, you know, all the graph to be recirculated and something decent to go up down there. That I love as well. Love that. It's very, I find this stuff very inspiring because it makes me want to use colour schemes that I don't normally use, because a lot of us fall into the trap of using the same colours over and over again, and yeah, because we like them. But nice black and white monochromatics, big character in the middle, beautiful. But yeah, you don't want to get stuck in a groove, because you get, you kill your creativity by doing that, because you just get bored. I mean, are you seeing how many pieces? Lots and lots and lots of pieces. This is a man who gets very busy on the wall a lot. So we're into 2016 now. Oh, this is Stir and Nectar being photographed by the famous Martha Cooper. You know you've arrived when Martha's taking your picture, right? Just amazing work, right? I mean, that is gorgeous. Brown fills. Again, brown fills. I have used brown fills, but oh, this is Brighton, I think. Doesn't say, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a wall in Brighton. That looks very familiar to me. I'm pretty certain it's Brighton. Oh, there we go. Hang on. Yeah, 26 there. This is the wall I watched him paint. Yeah, I think Brave had already done his character, and Hector was painting this. I mean, that's fabulous, isn't it? Just fabulous. Oh, this is amazing as well. Stir Ecto and cans. You know, look at the background on it as well. 3 massive, amazing pieces, and then this beautiful monochromatic background. That is special. Do you know, I sort of wished we got close-ups of this, because this is the only problem with this book format. I've come across it myself, which is you want to see the whole wall and you want to see loads of details. But the thing is, he hasn't got the books, because he's done so many pieces. He doesn't have the book space just to do, like, you know, 10 pages on this wall, because you've seen how many walls are in there. But I really want to see it. I really want to see it close up. Oh, this was a commercial they've done for, I don't know what that is. I'm not a car person. Somebody will know out there what kind of a car that is. And who was it? I think it was Sky High, Ecto, Nasher, and was there somebody else in there? Does it say? Oh, here we go. Ecto, Sky High, Nasher, JXC. In East London, supercar commercial. Ford, GT. I can't read that. GTI 50. That's what it is. Slightly more readable here. Really mixing up the colours here. Lovely fruit colour pieces. Look at the style. Look at the movement. The movement he gets on the wall. Just a joy, really, aren't they? Joy to behold. More. More again, another full. It's like every turn of the page give you a big feast for the eyes. Something very haunted about that one. It's beautiful. Again, you know, all graphers love these kind of urban landscapes. These, sorry, it's big. Is that a big shine off that here? Amazing urban landscape, urban interiors, broken down, dilapidated, abandoned places. We all love them. Oh, this is the piece that I use in the in my breakdown of wildstyle. So this is where we start to get these sort of, what do you call them, anamorphic, is it? Site-specific anamorphic pieces he starts to get interested in. Big gold tank, why not? Loved this piece. There was something about this which was sort of like it's made of rock or broken down iron or something, you know. And then again, you know, a flat piece. Different disciplines as well, you know, very different discipline to a flat piece. Interesting, putting a flat piece together, particularly if it's in blacks and whites like that, you've got to know how to, again, he's used, this is the use of negative space. He's used the K and the O as negative space. You've got to be very clever with space to be able to do that. I mean, this is great, isn't it? I mean, you know, obviously we think it's great. A lot of people look at that and go, oh God, that looks awful. I don't want to go in there. Whereas if you're a graffiti writer, you're just thinking of going, oh, amazing, what a space. It's all very sort of The Last of Us, Walking Dead, you know, Black Summer, all that kind of stuff. It's like a squash court or something. That's great. Again, great space. Spooky dooky. Super cool. That's cool. Amazing. Wow, really amazing. That is so cool, isn't it? That is so cool. Look at the depth he's achieved on that. So is he saying, what is the best wall in your opinion you've ever painted? I think what he's saying, I'll have to read it more in depth at some point. Reading's not my strong suit. I will have to read it more in depth, but it looks like this is, he's saying this is his favourite wall he's ever painted. And I can see why. I mean, look at it, the depth. I can't imagine how long this must have taken. And the beautiful depth in this background and everything as well, and the light effects, and that is just brilliant. Let's have a look. Harry Bones and EKTO. Oh yeah, love Harry Bones. Another guy who does amazing amazing lighting on his pieces, on his characters. Beautiful. Oh, there's another. That looks like another Harry Bones there. That's Harry Bones as well, isn't it? That's your classic mash-up wall. Delicious. All in coloured monochromatics. Amazing. Okay, more sort of site-specific. I've never worked out how you do that. How do you do that? So I guess you have to work. Oh, I can't even imagine, actually. Can't imagine. Loads of lovely straight letter pieces. Love that one with the UPC there. Crew name through the middle. Talk about content, right? Value for money. There's a lot to go. I never worked one of these cans either. I remember seeing this can thinking that's a great can. So I don't have a very big collection of cans. In fact, my can collection is only 3 big, but I'd have had one of them. I've got 2 Bode ones and a Dare one. And the thing is, you can really start getting silly on can collections. They can really start building up. Another one of them site-specific ones. Using the space. Another one there. Yeah, can collection. Just ask Steam about his can collection. What a can collection he's got. I don't know if he's got the biggest, but it always looks vast. I think he's selling them as well. I think he's flogging them. Steam, I think you can buy them off him. I think he wants to get rid of them now, from what I remember. This is so cool, isn't it? Amazing. Oh yes, I remember seeing that. I thought that was a really nice idea. Black and white outline, and then you've got a wall joiner that he slipped in there. It's great. So cool. What a spot. What a spot. Fantastic. When you look at them, they're starting to get into he's just starting to reach a completely different level. This is 2018 by this point, and mastery has achieved, you know. I mean, if you love graph, this is like graph 101, isn't it? Just looking at that. That's EKTO, Harry Bones and Stir. Fabulous. In Southend, in fact, where the big city jam is going to be taking place at the end of August. We'll all be rocking down if you're around. So these are a great example. Negative space, using negative space. Changing it up. 2 colours, black and pink. Again, same thing. Just love it. I tell you what, if you counted up the pieces, I wonder how many. I wonder. a lot, because you can guarantee he's handpicked these, and he's just picked the best ones as well. He's picked all the ones he really wants in, and then have a load that he's left out. I remember when he did this, he sent it to me. Brilliant. Look at that as well, you know, stood in that kind of sludge to do all that. That's a hard day at the office. EKTO Brave and Stir. Big Galactus. Love that as well. Amazing. That's great. I think only a graph writer would really appreciate that. You put an outline up like that, you've really got to know what you're doing. I'm just sort of blown away by how many pieces. I remember this wall. I loved this wall. Absolutely loved it. Who's this? EKTO Hoax, Armour, Calm and Stir. This in Cardiff. So Hoax and Armour are both from Cardiff. Armour, I think, has done the character there. This is Hoax, and they paint together quite a lot, and they are an amazing combination of people as well. Fantastic pair of writers. Just love all this. It reminds me when I was a teenager, you know, just endlessly up these places, around and about on gantries and all over the place. Oh yeah, I mean this. Wow. This is just, I get lost in this stuff. This is proper UK old school. So this is like, yeah, Evil by Talent, Tyrant, Wizard, River Rom, Essex. 85, that. I mean, them pieces, there's never been a better time for those of us who are sort of around in our sort of teenage years back then. It was so exciting. Love this old school feel. Ugh. Am I looking at this right? I'm not reading the read here, but I'm wondering if he's repainted like old classic pieces or something. Could be that, because it looks like they've gone up and then they've been sort of destroyed as it's gone on, because they do, and maybe they've just been, maybe he's redone them or something. I will read the text at some point. I'm not good at reading. Reading is not my, it's really not my, it's not my top skill. Still managed to come with new schemes. Still managed to change it up. Still trying stuff. Still going, I mean, you know, this is a body of work, people. This is a lot of work. Oh yes, now we're into old school. Yeah, that's 90s. Such a 90s style. Classic and lovely. This is 80s, you can tell it a mile away. This is Urge. That's, is it Urge? Looks like Urge. Foam Ultra Good by, yeah, Urge and Cause. I'd have been a bit ashamed of myself if I hadn't recognised Urge's style. Lot of prolific work in East London in the 80s. Urge, you know, just up all the time. Yeah, absolute ledge. And that is a classic 80s wall. It's just, that's perfect. To be doing those kind of walls in the 80s was a really big deal. I mean, I would guess, from looking at that, I would guess that would be 87 from the style. It doesn't say, it says 1980s, but 87 would be my guess. Which is probably, in my opinion, 87, 88 were the best years for UK graph, because they were the golden age of UK graph. I know that's a sort of slightly silly, ridiculous thing to say, and it has more to do with personal taste than anything, and personal experience. But it was such an exciting time. Wow. I mean, they're just absolutely brilliant. Also, we're into pandemic year at this point. Lovely piece as well. Just love it. Love it. More negative space. I don't know how you plot that out, because you could really get that wrong, you know. It looks like it might be easy, but it's not. It's not in the slightest bit easy. It's much more difficult. You're defining letters by their negative space. It's really tricky. Also, just to add there, because you've got no way of cutting that, because you're onto bare concrete. You know, there's no bare concrete paint that you can just cut anything back with if you make a bit of a mess of that. You've got to get it right. Interesting. Yeah, anytime you paint on, when you're painting onto bare concrete and you need to get it right, or bare bricks or anything like that, you know, when you can't make any cuts, always makes me sweat, that kind of stuff. Don't like to think about it. Love that. Again, you know, just keep on seeing fresh stuff here. Big straight letter pieces, great. This is 21. Yes, I remember we started to do a huge straight letters. There we go, right onto the bricks. Wow. Absolutely love these types of spaces. Hey, we're not far off the end now. So much work, right? You've got to get this book when it's reissued, guys. You've got to grab one. I was really gutted not to get one, and I just got lucky, because I tell you what, nobody's going to be selling them. Nobody's going to be reselling, you know. But he is doing a re-release. So when he does a re-release, I can't put it in the description right now, but I will be doing. So keep your eyes on the description, because as soon as it's out, I'll update the description and get the link in there so you can go and buy this. Because this is one that you've got, so particularly if you're a style writer or an aspiring style writer, you know, you've got to have this in your armoury. Fabulous. Guys, Zems, yeah, I remember this piece. So get again, another Zems, another Essex artist. So many great artists out of Essex. Beautiful shot. What? How? What? What? That's slightly blown my mind. Has he done that? Is that done with pens? Wow. Oh yeah. Great use of space again. 4 pillars. The 4 pillars. Colours. Just brilliant. Love it. Hey, Blavo. Oh, Blavo in 2024. Blavo's been, so Blavo emigrated to Australia. Me, Blavo and Nasha painted a big memorial to Hush. I've got a video of it somewhere. I might slip it in actually. I might slip a picture of it in if I can find it. Really nice painter Blavo. Very cool guy. It looks like he's been over. It looks like he's been visiting, and he's painted the wall out there. Cool. Love that as well. Look, this is something a lot of people don't really understand. The use of negative space. Space will work for you. I've had people say to me, you leave too much space in your stuff when you do space. Like, no, you don't understand. Negative space works for you. It does a lot of heavy lifting for you. This piece sits, you know, on 50% of the space. Even there's space around it there and all this space. And I can't explain. I don't have the language to explain. But this works for that. You can probably see it anyway. You probably see what I mean. Make negative space work for you. EKTO is somebody who really understands negative space. Wow. What a spot. Love it. So cool. Beautiful. Great bit of design. And again, super cool. Bonsai character there. Lots of great. Oh, these are EKTOs from they look like pieces done by other people. And yes, that's one I did for EKTO about 3-4 years ago. So cool. Wicked. Is that Meds? It looks like Meds, maybe. Anyway, epilogue there, and that's the end. So just to reiterate, you know, you've got to get your hands on one of these. Obviously, you've seen what's in there, and yeah, just to reiterate, you know, if you're a style writer, this is the sort of stuff you need to be, particularly if you're starting out, you know, you look at what this guy can do, look at the directions he's gone, look at the way he's pushed himself, look at his styles. You'll be hugely inspired by this. It's been one of my favourite writers for a long time, and I'm really chuffed to have this book. Got very lucky on it. So anyway, I don't have a link to give you right now, but I will do. I keep saying that, but you know, the fact is, these books will be re-released at some point in a softback format, and you've got to get yourself one. So so keep checking the description. It will go up in the description as soon as they're available, and yeah, you will not regret it.